Welcome to Inside Gaming. I'm Brian. It's the weekend roundup.
Yeah,
we did it.
Woo!
Made it to another weekend, fellas. So, you might have heard that the PC version of Red Dead Redemption 2 was a giant mess, to put it mildly. Well, Rockstar wants you to know it's sorry. So there have been all kinds of issues since it released last week, from freezes to crashes to stuttering issues and more. Some people couldn't even launch the damn game. Despite an effort to fix all the problems last week, on Wednesday, Rockstar admitted that, quote, a small number of Red Dead Redemption 2 PC players are still experiencing some ongoing problems with the game stuttering. You guys, it's been over a week. Fix it. Come on. Well, Rockstar says they're trying. They put out another patch called Update 1.14 this week that they said fixes a stuttering issue that occurred on certain NVIDIA GPUs, but Rockstar added that we are still currently working together with NVIDIA to completely resolve the stuttering issue in a future update, and it may take us up to a few days to properly test everything and ensure the next update completely solves the problem. All right, throwing NVIDIA under the bus. I see what y'all did there. Call me crazy, but if it were me, I would test my game out on one of the biggest graphics cards in the world. Maybe even a few different versions. I'm just a suggestion. Then Rockstar got to the big apology for treating PC players like second-class gaming citizens. They went on to say, we sincerely apologize for this temporary inconvenience and will update you as soon as we have more information to share. We want everyone to be able to experience Red Dead Redemption 2 on PC as we intended, as soon as possible. Yeah, maybe you should have held the game another couple months, just saying. But they said they're gonna make it up to us. Rockstar said they're giving, quote, everyone who plays Red Dead Redemption 2 on PC this week and through to the holiday season, they'll receive a complimentary care package for Red Dead Online that includes the Prieto poncho and an assortment of provisions and ammo. A poncho? Rockstar, this at least deserves like a sweet duster and a shotgun. Do I have to think of everything? Come on. All right. While bad PC launches are nothing new, this whole thing, it's been kind of a black eye for Rockstar, which usually prides itself on being one of the more polished AAA developers. But that's not all the issues. One user on Reddit found another weird bug in the game. User Jimmy One Shot, great name, did some tests and discovered that the higher his frame rate was on his PC, the faster Arthur's cores drained. He wrote that it seems that the problem is the game classes frames as actual units of time passing. So at a high FPS of 120, the code treats 1 day as technically 4 days long. Even if you limit your FPS to a steady 60, Arthur will need to eat twice as much as he would on consoles to not become massively underweight. Poor Arthur, the dude is starving to death in the Old West because someone has a good PC rig. That is not his fault. He doesn't even know what a computer is. But listen, the first time it's happened back, you might remember when Dark Souls 2 was ported to PC, it ran at 60 FPS. That was twice as fast as consoles, which meant the weapon durability degraded twice as fast. So this is kind of an old weird bug, but yeah, still a lot of issues with Red Dead 2 on PC. All right, moving on. Microsoft dropped a bunch of news on us this week with their XO19 presentation. Let's get to some highlights. First up, Obsidian's sandbox survival game Grounded. That's coming to early access this spring. Then they dropped a Final Fantasy bomb on us. Virtually all of the modern ones, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10-2, 12, all of the 13s, and Final Fantasy 15, they're coming to Game Pass at some point, probably in the next year. That is an awesome lineup. Meanwhile, Yakuza 0, Yakuza Kiwami 1, and Yakuza Kiwami 2, all coming to Xbox One. They'll be on Game Pass early next year. Oh, the Kingdom Hearts collections, 1.5, 2.5, and 2.8, coming to Xbox One too. They're also adding Halo Reach to the Master Chief Collection on December 3rd. That's awesome. Sea of Thieves getting a new update November 20th. Wasteland 3 will be out May 19th of next year. And we got a bunch of trailers for games including Crossfire X, The Artful Escape, Microsoft Flight Simulator, Age of Empires 4, and Minecraft Dungeons. Then they talked about xCloud, their game streaming platform. It's currently in public preview mode in some select areas. They announced that more games are coming to it, including Devil May Cry 5, Madden NFL 20, Tekken 7, among others. So a lot of good Xbox news. They've really rebounded. After a bad start to this gen, it'll be interesting to see what the next generation holds for them. Did EA finally make a good Star Wars game? Because the scores on Jedi Fallen Order looking pretty good. The PS4 version has an 84 on Metacritic, Xbox One has an 85, the PC version has a 90, not bad. IGN called it a fantastic single-player action-adventure that marks the return of the playable Jedi. GameSpot noted that it borrows liberally from other action games, but said that ultimately, even with some rough edges, Fallen Order represents one of the most compelling game additions to the Star Wars franchise in years. US Gamer wasn't as big of a fan. They said Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order comes painfully close to being the best action game of the year, but it ultimately falls short due to pacing problems and a host of technical issues. It's out now for PS4, PC, and Xbox One. Bethesda has acquired the developer of the original Prey, not the one that came out a few years ago, the original Prey. Human Head Studios, they also made Rune and The Quiet Man, recently closed down, but there was a silver lining. Its employees all joined Bethesda as part of a new developer called Roundhouse Studios. In a release, Chris Reinhardt, creative director at Roundhouse, said, "Sadly, we had to wind down the business of Human Head Studios and close its doors, which was particularly devastating due to the passion and creativity of the team we'd assembled." But he added, "We reached out to our friends at Bethesda for help, and they saw that same creativity and passion in our team. With the formation of Roundhouse Studios, Bethesda offered every employee of Human Head a position at the new company." That's really cool. Bethesda says the new studio will immediately begin work on unannounced projects. Apple apparently working on a gaming headset. It's not going to come tomorrow, but Bloomberg reports that by 2021 or 2022, the company plans to release a combined VR and AR headset with a focus on gaming, watching video, and virtual meetings. I'm going to totally have to use one of these to communicate with Lawrence soon. The company currently has about 1,000 engineers working on the project. Apple is also going to release a lightweight pair of AR glasses as early as 2023. Apple CEO Tim Cook, he has talked a lot about AR recently. The technology is apparently at the core of Apple's next big hardware rollout. That's according to Bloomberg. All right, now it's time for a 5-second review. No Blastoise? All right, let's get to the upcoming games. First up, Shenmue 3 is finally here. The Kickstarter-backed game follows the events of Shenmue 2 way back in the day. Ryo Hazuki has journeyed from Japan to the mountains of China in search of the person who killed his father. He meets the mysterious Ling Shenhua, and the two embark on a new quest which reveals their shared destiny. Now, this game famously spent a long time in development hell, but the wait is almost over. You can pick it up for PC and PS4 November 19th. Google Stadia, aka Ouya version 2.0, is almost here for those of you who don't like actually owning your games. If you got one of the $130 controller bundles, you'll be able to log in and stream games over the internet. The service comes with Destiny 2, but you'll also have the option to buy 11 other hot new games from Red Dead Redemption 2, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Mortal Kombat 11, and a bunch of Tomb Raider games. Stadia launches November 19th. Are you ready to pop some bubbles? Oh man, I remember this game. In Bubble Bobble 4 Friends, you can play alone or with up to 3 friends in couch co-op mode. Jump your bubble dragons through 100 levels to defy the wicked magician Bonner and his henchmen. The bubbles don't let you just trap your opponents either. You can also jump on them, reach higher platforms. It's Bubble Bobble, that's what you do. And as a little bonus, the original Bubble Bobble game from 1986 is included. That is awesome. Man, I'm old enough to remember that. It's out for Switch November 19th. Asterix and Obelix XXL 3, The Crystal Menhir. Man, that is the title. It takes you back to the year 50 BC, aka the good old days. Gaul is entirely occupied by the Romans. Well, not entirely though. One small village of Gauls still holds out against the invaders. Set off on an exciting adventure and immerse yourself in the world of Asterix. Alone or asterisks, if you prefer. Alone or in co-op, explore the lands of the Roman Empire, unravel the mystery of the Crystal Menhir and its incredible powers. It's out for PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch November 21st. Sniper Ghost Warrior Contracts, aka the coolest video game name ever, is a game where you experience pure sniping gameplay across the harsh terrain of Siberia. Play as a paid assassin or a hitman, but beware, there are rival snipers out there. They won't hesitate to disrupt your best laid plans. There's open-ended contracts, bounties, and challenges. They deliver strong replayability options where you eliminate targets and collect cash to redeem for upgrades. It's got a bunch of new gadgets to play with too, including drones, remote sniper turrets, and gas grenades. And it's got an all-new dynamic reticle system, which offers the most realistic and intense sniping experience. It's out for PC, PS4, and Xbox One, November 22nd. And finally, Civilization 6 is finally coming to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. It's already out on PC and Switch. You know what Civ 6 is, right? Turn-based strategy game in which you attempt to build an empire to stand the test of time, explore a new land, research technology, conquer your enemies, and go head-to-head with history's most renowned leaders as you attempt to build the greatest civilization the world has ever known. Stay up late as you tell yourself one more turn. Ignore your loved ones for just one more turn. Bail out of college because you just needed one more turn. It's $60, but if you want all the expansions, you'll have to purchase a separate Civilization 6 expansion bundle for $49.99 because God forbid they give you all the content for a game that's been out for 3 years. Like I said, it's out for PS4 and Xbox One, November 22nd. All right, that's all the news we've got for you this week. Hope you have a great weekend. We'll see you soon.
If you're a PC player, you're probably excited to get your hands on Red Dead Redemption 2, right?
Shocker, it's technically busted just like our TV. We had to do a little.
That's not on purpose.
Red Dead 2 was one of the best reviewed games of 2018, telling the epic story of Arthur Morgan and his band of rootin' tootin' outlaws, and it finally released for the PC at Master Race a few days ago. That phrase is becoming increasingly problematic as the years tick by.
Well, sadly, the launch has kind of been a disaster.
No, PC game don't work.
Oh.
There have been plenty of bad PC launches in the past, but